Minnesota is one of the most popular states for bicycling, but it's also one of only 14 states that lacks a statewide bicycle helmet law. LaPorte School District recently found out that many of their students don't even own helmets. For this week's Golden Apple, Lacey Montelion shows us how one Fergus Falls man is using his organization, Helmets for Kids, to save lives.
It's important to wear that helmet.
Mike Heikus spends his days talking to kids
You'll be able to hear it click.
about the importance of wearing a bicycle helmet. His own experience brought him here.
Me and a friend were out drinking and using the highway as a racetrack, and I was a passenger in the car, and I didn't have my seatbelt on.
It was the weekend before Heikus was to start college, the weekend when everything changed.
Car rolled over at over 100 miles an hour. I got thrown through a closed window and landed on the highway.
Heikus was left with a severe brain injury. He doesn't remember learning to walk again,
I think that would stick in my head.
or just how close to death he came.
When they shaved my head for neurosurgery, they saved my hair in case my parents found an open casket at my funeral.
The vision impairment he suffered afterwards forced him to find a new mode of transportation and eventually a new purpose.
He's a great program. He donates the helmets for free. It was a great way to find ways to make the kids safer.
Before the Helmets for Kids program, Camphor polled LaPorte students to see just how many had helmets.
It was pretty surprising how many kids didn't have helmets.
One of the things Heikus demonstrated to the students today was just how strong one of these bicycle helmets can be, because even after a few hits with a hammer, the inside of the helmet can withstand each blow.
This is some thick, heavy styrofoam.
Another demonstration is a little less obvious. Because of his brain injury, Heikus suffers from short-term memory loss.
It'll never be like it was. It'll never be good, so I rely on compensation by writing stuff down. That's a main key to remember things. Write it down and put the note or the piece of paper in the place where I'll see it when it's relevant.
Doesn't take long to see students' perspectives change.
A lot of the 4th, 5th, and 6th graders said they didn't want to wear one, and now after his assembly, we're seeing all of them wanting to get one.
I've never had a helmet before.
Students of all ages picked up Heikus' lesson.
Whenever I do fall, I won't get hurt.
But the kids do have to give one thing in return for their helmets.
They'll have to promise me to wear it and wear it the way I just done.
It's a promise made nearly 10,000 times, and it's one Heikus hopes they'll remember. For this week's Golden Apple, Lacey Montelion, Lakeland News.
Now, in order to help pay for helmets, Heikus relies on donations as well as proceeds from his book. For more information, you can visit his website at www.helmetsforkids.org.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.